What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special Reacts episode of Talk Punch, where we are reacting to the brand new Flash trailer that just came out at the DC FanDome. Now, if you're new here, we put out episodes every Wednesday talking about things just like this, movies like this. We love them. So we'd love to have you join us. I am Brody Hanson, joined by Charlie Hickman and Tudong Dylan. All right, guys. Let's just get right into it, because I have no idea what this is going to be. I'm kind of nervous and kind of excited at the same time. We'll see. All right. We're starting in 3, 2, 1.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere you want, right? Any timeline.
Did they bring back Elfman?
Any universe. Why do you want to stay and fight to save this one? You change the future. And you change the past.
We got a new costume. That looks better.
Yeah. Whoa.
Are you in?
Wow. Oh, come on.
It's going to be the Batmobile.
Come on. It's Bat Dance time.
Holy!
Oh, you teasing.
In production. So they don't even have a date for this yet? It's just in production. I don't think I've ever seen that before. They're like,
Well,
we have no
Snyder's
idea when this
DCEU.
movie is
We're
coming
working
out.
on it.
We have no idea when this is coming out, but we're working on it.
We just saw all the scenes that they filmed so far, so that's good.
Yeah, right. But we got our Michael Keaton Batman.
Now,
Nice.
Charlie, what do you think of your favorite Batman and his appearance? He was talking. He said most of the dialogue, actually.
He was.
What
He was
do
the
you
bulk of
think?
the
Come on,
dialogue.
let's hear it. Come on.
Like I love me
It's
some Michael Keaton.
Batman.
I don't know. What do you guys think? There wasn't a lot here for me to go on.
Well, so this,
I'm not a big fan of this particular version of the Flash so far. What I've seen him in.
this is very much the Flashpoint comic book, where he goes back and saves his mom and then ends up like changing everything. I'm
gonna say this. I'm gonna say
Okay.
I'm not ready to flip my wig over this one yet. I gotta see actual Batman in order for something like that. But it was really cool seeing that silhouette from behind and hearing his voice.
Hearing his
That
voice,
was cool.
hearing
Come on,
the
Charlie.
music,
That's
hearing that
nostalgia there.
music.
That was pretty cool.
Now, did they?
All right. That
Did
was
they
cool.
bring back Elfman, or are they just reusing Elfman stuff right now? Probably just
Just
reusing it,
reusing.
right? If they're still in production, they're not going to have a score yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's like this. It's like a placeholder, like something like this. And then
Yeah.
pop it in.
so. What do you think?
Is this gonna be like 2024? Like what? 2023? What are we doing here?
Maybe 2023. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Maybe
I have no
late
clue.
2022. I mean,
I thought there was going to be something on there. I thought they were like, "Hey, we're shooting for." It's just in production. I have no clue.
it's not even a coming soon. It's
yeah.
just like in production.
It was really cool seeing that classic Michael Keaton Batman cowl. That was cool to see. I got to say. I mean, that's the There we go. Oh yeah. That was cool. I don't know. It was reminiscent. I remember watching this, when it came out in the theater. You must have remembered that too, doing that too, Charlie. Come on, look at that right there. That is so cool.
It looks cool. Actually, it looks like a still from the animated series.
It was in the actual Batman movie.
That's entirely possible. He'll always be Vulture to me. I don't know.
That's perfect. That was the best. That was the best Charlie reaction I could get. That's it. I love it.
All right,
He'll always-
so-
What do you got? What do you guys think of Ezra? You guys in on him or
I really did not
here?
like him in Justice League. He was like one of the worst parts of Justice League. And part of that is because his portrayal of the role, especially in the Whedon cut, was so bad. It was the most annoying character, and I just wanted him to go away.
I'll say this on a positive note. I really did like his reaction when Commissioner Gordon was like talking to them all, and then he turns around and it's just the Flash, and he's like, "Well, they must have." Everything after that, I mean, I didn't want to think about. But I mean, when he looks, and I was like, "You're telling me that they." I don't want to think about that either. No, I don't think. But his reaction was pretty
such
fun.
a sucker for anyone who does a double take. You're such a sucker. You're such a sucker for a classic Dylan double take. You
stole my heart, sir. You stole it just with that double take of yours.
So I wasn't a fan of him in Justice League. We'll see how he does here under a different director that's not Whedon, that's not Snyder. You know, I don't know.
Maybe the guy that did the recent remake of it.
I didn't see that.
The Muschietti. Muschietti. I know his last name is Muschietti. Sounds like a wine. Very nice. Well, it sounds like a different one.
Now, we are going multiverse. It looks like we've got a couple flashes here, and then we've got Supergirl back here. I know that was announced a while back.
That's Supergirl?
That's Supergirl, yeah.
Huh.
So we're getting our multiverse, you know, which is why we're getting our Keaton Batman. Now, I do like the costume. You know, I think this looks very CGI, you know, whether it's a CGI overlay or what, it's probably going to take some more rendering for that. But I didn't really like the costume in Justice League with all the wires and stuff like that. It's just kind of being strung together. So, you know, to see that like they're giving him a kind of an actual Flash costume, I'm excited for that.
That's cool with the ring. That was cool. I like the ring.
Yeah, right. You know, we're getting kind of him putting this stuff together. You know, is his costume going to come out of that ring? We'll see. I don't know. But yeah,
do you guys watch the Flash TV show? Is that something that you guys have?
I did the first couple
seasons. Watched like the Flashpoint season that when they kind of did this storyline.
I think I was kind of veering off once this was happening, but I do remember some of this. Yeah. I started kind of tapering off after a while. I was just kind of like, every time there's always something so cataclysmic. Like, give me something that's a little bit more like, hey, you know, it used to be about, you know, bad guys, you know, robbing a bank or something, and now it's just everything is cataclysmic. It got to be, so I couldn't keep going with it. But I do remember it. Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, the show's you know, it's fun in places, but yeah, it does kind of set the stakes really high, and then they don't involve any of they don't get Supergirl to come back to help with like the end of the world. They're like, yeah, we got this. But yeah, I would be interested to see this. Do you guys think this is like going to unlock like more multiverse stories in the DCU?
I think
so. Or do you think it just depends on the success of this?
Because I believe that with this is going to like blow open their multiverse. Okay, we're getting our Michael Keaton Batman. I believe we're getting Ben Affleck Batman in this. You know, how many other things are going to be showing up? How many other universes are they going to kind of?
Let's get Jack Nicholson's Joker and then Jared Leto's Joker as well.
I don't know. So I don't know what this is going to do to the DCEU. Is this going to kind of set the path going forward, and is that going to be a different universe than kind of what we've seen? Maybe.
Now, you know, I have heard that they were in talks to do a sequel with the Michael Keaton version Batman, but I mean, I don't know how those went or anything, or if that was just a rumor. But that'd be pretty cool. Come on, that would be cool.
So one of my complaints with the DCU versus like the MCU is that, you know, whether you like the MCU or not, you can't argue with the way that the idea that they've planned it. Like they have a plan and they're executing their plan. You may not, you know, you can like the movies, you can dislike the movies, the shows, you can like them, dislike them, but you can't argue that there's a plan. And so when they're introducing their kind of like, you know, the Spider-Man, the multiverse, you know, all this stuff, you know that they've got a roadmap that they're following that's going to branch into other material. And it's all kind of like, you know, thought through and planned. And a lot of the DCU stuff to me feels like, well, we'll make this trilogy and then we'll see. And then we'll just remake another Batman. And then we'll throw this, we'll make one Shazam movie for some reason. And then we'll do this. And it's just kind of like, hey, hey, we got this. Let's do a little bit of this, and so my fear is that they're doing this without like a real. I'm fear a strong word. We're talking low stakes here. I mean, but like when it comes to this particular movie, my what I hope isn't the case is that they've just kind of like, well, we'll introduce, it'll be fun, and we'll kind of try to fill in, we'll throw this Batman, and we'll throw this Batman, and then people will see that, and that will carry, like, the story better be good, because like seeing a few different like old nostalgic Batman isn't gonna make a movie, and if there's no plan after this to use the multiverse in any particularly meaningful way, if they're just gonna kind of, well, now we can just make anything we want and we'll throw it up, it's like this spaghetti against the wall. Like, have a plan, guys. Like, so I'm hoping there's a plan. I'm hoping there's a map. Sure. I hope that they've got some movies that they've thought through and how all these universes are going to connect in a meaningful way. And that this isn't just because this is too complicated of a thing to kind of fit into one movie and then just walk away.
Complicated.
There's technically right now 3 Batmen around. I had read a thing where Robert Pattinson. I don't know if this was it's just a rumor or not, but he was just kind of like, there's when every other Batman came out, like it was all like that was just the Batman, and now when his is coming out, there's like 3 Batmen.
Yeah.
Poor Adam West. He could have been here for that. Are they bringing Val and George into this?
Probably not Val.
Yeah.
George, I don't think George wants to touch this stuff with a 10-foot pole.
They could give him like a nip or like a really hyper exaggerated nipple costume. Just like he turns to the side and he's knocking glasses over. Come on.
Do you think that there's any chance that Bale would ever do anything with this? I know he said that like he wouldn't do anything unless Nolan was involved, but
was directing. He didn't say involved. He said directing. Nolan was involved with Man of Steel and all that stuff.
That's true.
He wasn't in it.
That's true.
Like I can understand like the legacy that he has in a really nice trilogy that he made and just kind of wanting to leave that alone. But I also think that as people get older, like the allure of money and maybe drying up of other opportunities might, hey, you never know.
Hey man,
what?
like
wow.
Michael Keaton's killing it right now. Michael Keaton is all over the place.
Drying up.
He's in the MCU, DCEU. He's in TV shows. He's in multiple movies. Did he just win like some sort? Yeah, I think he's in a TV show right now.
In that case,
Dope Stick on Hulu or whatever.
Dope Stick. Dope
Stick. Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Kristen's great, but it's a fact of life that Hollywood tends to trend younger, and there's less roles available as we age up the curve. I mean, that's just a thing.
So are you saying
if they're like, hey, here's like $30 million, come be in this Batman movie. At some point in his career arc, he might be like, okay. I'm not saying they're going to pay him that much money, but I'm just saying everyone's got a price. Look, I refuse to be in a Batman movie for anything less than 5. But if they're $5 million, I'm in.
All right. Well, it sounds like we could have a whole episode based around the Batman and the future of Batman. We're focusing on Flash. Do you guys have anything else to say about this trailer?
I heard a rumor that they were using the multiverse as a reason to recast the role of the Flash, and that they're going to find a better Flash in a different corner of a multiverse, and that he or she will be the new Flash moving forward and will be free from Ezra. That's a rumor that I just made up right now, but wouldn't that be cool?
That's good. Interesting. That's insider.
Like, the only way to survive this apocalyptic event is if I go to your universe and stay there forever, and you come here and make new movies. You better Flash.
All right. Well,
that sounds like I like it.
Tudong, you have anything else to say about this thing?
I thought that's an excellent theory. It actually made me want to go see the movie even more. Thank you, Charlie.
There you go. All right.
And I'm gonna give it a chance. Like, hey, we'll all watch it together in the year 2026 when it's finally done, and we'll give him a shot to be a great Flash. But speaking of Flashes, there's some videos flashing below us right here. Feel free to click on another one, see some of our other trailer reactions, see some of our other thoughts on movies and television and other things that are fun to talk about. Sure. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button, and we will see you next time at Talk Talk Punch.
See you later.